They do not know the rising towers of Hillbrow. They do not know the sprawling suburbs of the north. They do not know the sweet sounds of isiXhosa, Afrikaans, Sesotho. They do not know our ways. They do not know our people. They do not know us. We are not waiting for permission. We are not asking to be seen. We are our own region. We are SSA, RSC Johannesburg, RSC Nairobi, RSC Saint-Denis. This is not just a league, it is a movement. 4 seasons deep, and we are only just beginning. We train on 200 ping. We grind through blackout. We fight through silence. And we win anyway. This is Sub-Saharan Africa. This is our fight. This is Season 4.
Yo, we are here. This is that was so damn fire. Bromeo, welcome to Season 4 of RSC. It has seemed like a wild ride because it has been a wild ride, but we are here.
Man, we are finally here. I feel like I've been living RSC for like the last couple of months, and it just dawned on me right now. This is the first time we're streaming on RSC underscore SSA since the last time RSC happened. So let's call it what it is. This is the beginning of RSC, the official beginning of RSC.
The first broadcast of RSC Season 4 in SSA, and we have already, it is proving to be a banger. We've got our sponsor on board, Slayer Energy Drink, are sponsoring this season, a guaranteed prize pool of 15,000 Rand. And if we... and there's been a community can of energy drink designed by the community, and every box that is sold, that is bought by our community, adds 50 Rand to that prize pool. And we already have an update.
Yeah, we really do. We have added, let me just do the quick head maths quickly. We have added 1,150 bucks to the prize pool, so it's currently sitting on 16,150 bucks, and we haven't even started the season yet. So that for me is absolutely massive. So big shout out to the community for supporting it so well already, and we're just getting started. So I will say I'm pumped, but I'll only say it once because I promised myself that I wouldn't spam it in the chats the entire time, because I am.
As well we should. So already, this is the start of the first official stream. The prize pool's already over 16,000 Rand. That will grow as the league continues. But what are we doing here? What is the first official stream? Well, the first stream of every season is the draft lottery. Bromeo, and I know we've got some returning players and RSC fans in chat already. We got Dura there, we got the Dogman there, we got Kirika there, Flowsy, guys who know what's what, but we also have a bunch of newbies, people who are in RSC for the very first time. What on earth is the draft lottery?
Well, it took me a very long time to fundamentally understand what the draft lottery is as well. And I don't think the name gives it justice, because it's also a rather obscure name, because draft lottery, what does that even mean? So I decided to name the stream The Pickening, because that's what it is. It is The Pickening. And what that means is all of the orgs right now are going to find out what the picking order is for everybody who has signed up. So from the lowest ranked to the highest ranked, everybody gets picked. But now we need to determine which org picks you first and which org picks you last depending on which tier you're in. So that is why we are here tonight, Greybeard.
So essentially, every franchise obviously wants to get the best players for their team for the season, and they look at the whole pool of players available, and they have in their minds of who they'd like to pick for what tier. But there's always the danger of another franchise getting that player first. So we do a lottery to see who gets to pick first. So in each tiers, as Bromeo has already told us. But before we get to that, there are a few things happening this season. And one of them is, you will see the new look for season 4. It is all about the urban uprising, the rebellion, the challenging of and the breaking down of the system. And so for that, we have pretty much revamped the whole look for RSC in Season 4. And that includes a brand new overlay, the in-game overlay for League play. Now, that is at the final stages of development, but we thought we would give a little bit of a teaser of what it's going to look like.
You guys aren't ready. You're just not ready.
So hopefully, and as we go there, I think everyone also needs to understand and appreciate the chaos of a day that we've had. We've had some behind the scenes madness, technical issues that threaten the very existence of the stream. So the fact that it's happening is rather miraculous in its own. But in and amongst many things, what that means is that I am doing the stream. And I say that because if anything goes wrong, it is entirely my fault. But what we're gonna do is we're gonna have a quick look of what the overlay is gonna look like. So for a moment, you're gonna have a black screen, and so once we're in game, it kinda gonna look like this.
Could not script this. Game 7, overtime and shot immediately coming from Black Star. Could not script this. Game 7, overtime and shot immediately coming from Black Star.
That's the end game, and then when we go over to the replays, it's going to look something like this.
Star off the backboard, double touch found.
And then at the end of the game, the post stats will look something like that. That's how our post-stat screen is going to look. And then when we're talking about the next match coming up, who's playing who and what their stats are, it's going to be looking something like that. And of course, this is just an example because, the player names will not be those player names. But so that is a quick look at what that is likely to look like. And I think we have to have a shout out because there is an entire development team going on with S. Falcon and Wabbit and Deploy who've been putting in a lot of hours to code in and design our overlay for RSC Season 4.
It has to be said that myself and Greybeard sit on this in front of this camera and talk to you guys, but we are by no means RSC in its entirety. There are so many people working tirelessly behind the scenes to get cool stuff like this done, and it is my privilege and my pleasure to be involved week in, week out with you guys. So all of the things you're looking at right now, the overlay, the stream, everything's been revamped. So you guys are in for such a treat this season. So Greybeard, I know that we're just showing off things bit by bit, so it doesn't seem like we're doing much, but every single week it feels like there's something new.
And I see Atomic Gaming in chat has said he's highlighted the message. This is my first RSC. So he's sounding pretty hyped about it. Well, Atomic Gaming, welcome aboard. It is going to you picked a banger of a season to get involved. Everyone returning is going to be having themselves a time, and I can see the hype build up in chat. And the more it builds up there, the more hype I'm becoming. And I'm actually over for the first time since about 1 o'clock today. My stress levels are going from anxiety to just hype. So thanks to everyone who is here to share this and help get us there. What is next, Bromeo? I think it's time
You think it's time?
to get down to business, because we've waffled on now for bang on 10 minutes. I think everyone has a good idea of why we're here. So let's get down.
But do they though? Like, do they know what's about to happen?
Well, what? One in chat if you know what's what.
Oh, wow.
Whoa!
Oh, wow. I got to tell the wife to stay away from the credit card. Thank you, the Romeo. She is in charge of those 5 gifted subs to the community. Please, somebody, do it reciprocal as well. Keep that train going. But I do think that there is a lot of stuff happening that you guys are going to enjoy. And there's a lot of things that are about to happen that are going to be quite fun. I'm going to enjoy it. Greybeard has been sitting stressing because he's Mr. Stream Man today. So he hasn't had as much time to bathe in the awesomeness that we're about to experience. But I know I'm talking around it because, Greybeard, I'm not sure exactly what you got planned for this one.
Okay, well, firstly, let's talk a brief moment about how lotteries have done in the past. What we did in seasons 1, 2, and 3 is that we would have a marble race live on stream. So we would go to, there's a game called Marbles, and you set up a 10 marble race, and you give each marble the name of a franchise, and then the race happens. And whoever wins that race gets to pick first for that tier. So we would have 4 races, one for Prospect, one for Rival, one for Elite, and one for Master, to determine the order of picks. The problem with that is you would sometimes have a franchise that seemed to have the run of bad luck. And not picking on anyone in particular, but let's say Unity.
Yeah, no, I see where you're going with this one, yeah.
They would somehow land up coming in the bottom 3 of most of the races. So they sort of get the roughest picks in each tier. So that's what we did for the first 3 seasons. And then we pondered, how could we do the lottery a little bit differently this time? So there are 2 ways that it's different. Firstly, there are not going to be 4 lotteries to determine the pick in each tier. There's just going to be 1 race. And the race that we're having is very different. So for the explanation of this, I'm going to turn over that explanation to Bromeo. And I hope he does a good job, because it took my brain a while to figure it out. But understand, this is a brain older than most of chat combined. So it does take a while for things to sink in. So I think then let's... over to you, Bromeo, and I'm going to go to this nice, colorful graphic, which will hopefully help. Oh, wait, hold on, Bromeo, wait. There we go. The first issue, hopefully the only issue, is that the audio... I need to get audio in this little area. Give me 1 second. I think we're good, Bromeo. So from the top. So what on earth is going on here, Bromeo?
Well, there are a whole bunch of things going on, but what you're looking at right now is every single pick that is available to the org. So you'll see red blocks, yellow blocks, green blocks, blue blocks. But what do they mean? You'll see letters A, C, D, E, G, I along the edge, but it's basically 10 different picks with 4 different blocks in each of those. The red block means Prospect, the yellow block means Rival, the green block means Elite, the blue block means Master. So if we're talking about A, it means that whoever picks A gets the 8th round pick, first round 8th pick for Prospect, gets the 10th pick in Rival, the 3rd pick in Elite, the 1st pick in Master, so on and so forth. So that's considered pretty powerful, because you want to pick the top ranked guy in Master, so you're going to maybe choose A. But for example, have a look at C. You get first round, first pick for prospect even, and fourth in master. So it's about the strategies. It's about seeing who you think that you can see playing for your franchise, who came to the combines, who came to your tryouts, and then making your picks work for you. So the lottery is figuring out who gets to pick from this list first. So we're only going to have one lottery, and the winner of that gets to pick from this list. GB, I'm not sure if that helps you.
I think so. And looking at chat, it looks like guys are picking up on it quite quickly. But this has basically been weighted in a way that it's whatever position you find yourself in, it's still pretty fair. So you might have a good advantage in like picking first in master, but then you're picking lower on the others. Others might be more in the middle. If you look at H, for example, you get to pick 7th, 5th, 4th, and 5th. That's kind of just, and if you add up all of these numbers and divide them by the number of tiers, they all are right next to each other within a point of a decimal.
That actually is the whole thing, because we were tired of, watching Unity complain because they suck in whatever race was, broadcast. So all of these picks are mathematically equal. If you add all of those 4 numbers up and you divide them by 4, you'll get 5.5. You guys can test this out. You can play it out. You don't have to. We've done the math. So all of these what you call them, pick'ems, pick bags. I know EU comes up with some really colorful names for these things, but they're essentially pick orders. And all of them are mathematically identical. So it's just up to the strategy of the org, whether they want a strong prospect start or a strong master start. And that leans itself to the strategy of things. So it's not blind luck anymore. It's up to the cunning and the guile of the org themselves.
And then ultimately, what it all comes down to is the cunning, guile, strategic management of people and teams, and making your teams play good. Because ultimately, there's no getting away from get good.
There is none. There is none.
Ender, no, Monarch has not picked yet. This is an example. So at the end of the race, there will be an order of picking for A to J here. And in this example, Monarch got to pick first and they chose C. And then we can see that the next franchise to pick is going to be Genesix. And that will be happening live. S. Falcon is in a call right now with all the franchise managers. And they will be, as they tell Falcon what their pick is, we will see it updated live on our screens. So we will see immediately which pick which franchise has.
And I think it also might be worth mentioning, we haven't told you what what they're competing in, and that's for a very good reason. And you'll find out very shortly. It is a race of some kind. It's not quite like the EU one, although it is quite similar. And I just want you guys to build the tension a bit, because it is what you think it is, but it's also nowhere close. So I've been sitting waiting to show you guys this race, because I think it's some of our best work, GB.
Well, yes, it is. I really enjoyed the marbles in the first season. Already by the second, it was getting a little, and then by the third, it was a stretch. I just felt like we have to up our game here, but at the same time, we also have to be as random as possible, because it's got to be as fair as possible. So I don't know if we should now talk about what the race is, or if we should talk about who got to be put where in the race.
That is an interesting thing, and I'm glad that you mentioned it. I'm not going to put it up because it's quite boring to display, but it is a fun story to tell. I couldn't figure out how to make this fair, because at the end of the day, a lottery is a lottery and it's all down to chance, and you don't want to give anybody undue advantage. So I took all 10 franchises, I put them on a big wheel spin, and I spun that wheel. And I also had a list of random words like dog, house, sky, sun, tree, bench, book, things like that that make absolutely no sense. But what these orgs were actually doing when they picked that word is that they were picking a horse that was associated to that word. And so ultimately what they were doing, in fact, was picking their own destiny. So when you watch this race just now, and I've given away a little bit of it, so I hope you were listening close, is that every single org that you see picked their own racer, and they just didn't realize it. So that was a little bit of mischief down to me. And all of you management, I'm sorry for the abuse and the confusion and the why me and why am I picking this random word and why does this even matter? Because I didn't explain it to them. I just said pick. And they weren't impressed with that. But now you know why. Now you know why.
And we did that for an important reason, because even getting someone to pick a number from 1 to 10 is already psychologically weighted, because you either like the 10 or you like the 1. You don't really want to be in the middle. So you have the random word and you have no idea what it means. And that word is then attached to a number, which is then attached to a horse. And so we've tried to make this as fair as possible, despite anything that Flosi says in chat. We are doing the work here behind the scenes. So I think we've waffled long enough. Ladies and gentlemen, let's now get to the race.
And there they are, the Shetland ponies. Oh, they look raring to go.
And they are off, as you can see. They're just starting the race here at a gentle little trot. You can see Omnius, Genesix off the bat. Very, very clear there. Unity not coming quite there. Cosmico coming on the outside. It's at least a furlong into the race, though. But we can see Shadow, White Rabbit Gaming coming on. And then as AZG coming on the outside, it is Shadowfax coming in. It is White Rabbit Gaming first. Omnius Gaming coming on the outside, but you see Ox coming in strong. The Palomino of Death Cloud trotting along quite well there. And as we're reaching about the halfway mark, it looks like White Rabbit Gaming is in the lead on that little trotter that is Hoofs with horses. It is Shadow coming in the second there. Genesix now. Monarch Realm coming down the middle. It looks like they're going to be doing quite well. And AZG stumbling along there. Could be a foot injury. We do not know. We know what happens to horses with foot injuries, but it is doing very, very well. But we can see coming along the outside is Death Cloud Esports with the Palomino little horse over there. Keep an eye on Shadow Esports. They're being consistent. Omnius on the outside looking for a very solid finish there. But Death Cloud Esports in the little Palomino trotter coming on the outside. It is now a race between White Rabbit Gaming. Death Cloud Esports starting last, looking like they're doing strong. Shadow falling to third. Monarch coming in on fourth. Not quite there. It is the final finish between White Rabbit Gaming and Death Cloud Esports. Who's going to finish this? It's neck and neck. The ponies are trotting at least 2 kilometers an hour. It's going to be a photo finish. Here we go. And here we off the line. And it was Death Cloud Esports in the lead. And White Rabbit Gaming coming in a very respectable
near
second
side
spot,
in the blue.
Shadow Esports.
Oh, if there's any heart of the judge that call a dead.
Okay, I don't want to be the one to say it, but it has to be mentioned. It pretty much doesn't matter what format we use. It seems like Unity are going to struggle in the draft pick.
As I saw that, I was like, Unity. we can't even buy it for you, man. We cannot even buy it for you. And at least all of them are mathematically similar now. So I hope that you've got a lot of picks because everybody else gets to pick before you.
Well, there you have it. Those are the results. So all of the franchise managers, all their representatives are in a call with S Falcon as we speak. And just to run through the results again quite very quickly. So first up, Death Cloud Esports, then White Rabbit Gaming, Shadow Esports, Monarch Realm, Azure Gaming. Then in the bottom half, Ox Gaming, Genesix, Omnius Gaming, Unity Esports, and Cosmico. And it's worth mentioning that Cosmico were first out the gate, looked strong, came in dead last. And Death Cloud Esports were slow out the gate, but crossed the line first. So maybe a portend of things to come in the league ahead of us.
Oh man, I didn't even get I haven't watched that race up until now. I wanted to keep it nice and fresh, but Unity finishing in a poorly position, that's becoming law now. It's becoming a rule. And overall, I think Shetland ponies are a much better bet than marbles. Put a 1 in chat if you agree that little baby horses running are way more fun to cast at. So that for me has been great. My season is done now. I can go home. But that was so awesome.
All right. Well, now let's get to the picks. So that's what you see on the screen right now was the example. We now will go to the live version of that. So no picks have been made. S. Falcon is in a call right now, and he is checking with Death Cloud Esports, who gets to pick first. And while we're waiting on that result and that pick from Death Cloud, a couple of people mentioning in chat, oh, let's do Master first. What rank are we doing? Just a reminder that there is only one race, and that will determine the pick order for every tier. So as you can see on screen, if Death Cloud Esports pick I as an example, they will have 5th pick in Prospect, 8th pick in 5th in Rival, 8th in oh my word, I'm falling over myself here. 5th in Prospect, 8th in Rival, 6th in Elite, and 3rd in Master. So there is only one pick.
There is only one pick, and that is very important to note. And for example, if you want a strong master start, you go pick A, because that means you get a first round pick, which means you have your pick of Daps, Eliakim, Banana Cat, Willant, Jeff, Zany, all of those players. If you want a first round elite pick, that gives you first pick at players like Ford Hilux, Mexi. Right now, there's so many new players actually that, especially good ones, especially along the edge of these. So you'll see Drew, you'll see Chase, also trophy winners. So it's all about strategy. And one thing we didn't mention as well is if you pick a pick that has a number 10, that means you pick last in the first round, but it's a snaking order. So you pick first in the second round, which means you get 2 picks back to back. So it can also be a strategy. And speaking of strategy, F was the first selection for Death Cloud. And that's interesting. That's very interesting because they didn't go for the first round master. And there's a very good reason for that, is because one of their general managers is in master, and that occupies one of their spaces. So I can't remember who it is. Is it Jeff? No, it's not Jeff. I need to figure this out, GB.
Well, while you're figuring it out, White Rabbit Gaming have gone with H, which means that they will pick 7th in Prospect, 5th in Rival, 4th in Elite, and 5th in Master. So they've gone for a more middle of the road, sort of in the middle. So not the best, but not the worst in all the tiers.
That's very interesting because I would have thought, go strong, but they've picked middle of the road the entire way. So I suppose mathematically that makes sense. And speaking of, Shadow have now picked, I think, letter B, which means they're going for strong Prospect and Rivals, but weaker in Elite and Master. And just having a look at some of these team lists, like, why would you want to get a first round pick in Prospect. Well, there's Alex DeFatak, who could be in Prospect, Pixel Glitch, Slowpokes, Machuk himself as well. So that could be interesting, especially if he's first round. But he's not playing. He's non-playing, so he's not a keeper pick. So, oh man, this is fascinating. Monarch coming in as well.
I'm just trying to see with Monarch because in the example we had, I'm trying to just see there. They picked C in the example. We were just using the example, but they've gone with the same one that we had in the example.
I think it was close, but I don't think they did. But Monarch also went first round Prospect, which means you Prospect boys. They're looking to pick you up first. They're looking to go for the high roller in the first round. AZG are picking up second in Prospect, and this is fascinating because nobody is touching Master. Nobody's touching the first round pick for Master. Is it not valuable?
You know what? I'd love to know. I'd love to know some of the reasoning behind that, and I think we'll probably get that as over the next week as the chaos of draft day starts, and maybe we will get there. So, well, there we go. As we speak, it is now gone.
Well, Hecky from Ox Gaming picking the first round Master pick, bringing a little bit of sanity back to this because honestly, I thought that was a gunner. I thought that was going to be one of the first ones picked, and at least Ox picking up first round of Master pick. It does mean that Rival is going to be a bit tricky, but that's what you do. That's what you do.
Genesix now looking to make their pick of what's left, and they have gone with D. Sixth in Prospect, first in Rival, fifth in Elite, and 10th. So they get the last pick in Master.
Ooh, that is very interesting. And I gotta say, that is very, very strategic because you get a very strong Rival pick, and then you get 2 picks back-to-back in Master at the end of it. So either which way, very bold. And I see Omnius now picking, they did, right? They've just picked letter E, and that is 4th round Prospect, 3rd round Rival, 7th round Elite, and 8th round in Master. And all of these are heavily favoring the lowers. And are we missing something, GB? Are they focusing on the fact that Prospects and Rivals are the elite players?
Well, I don't know. That sort of level of strategy. I competed in RSC last season, and what I learned there is that I have skills, and they're not competing, and they're not managing a team. Unity have gone with J, and Cosmico have made the strategic pick of I.
Oh, man. Do you know what? And I like this. Unity finishing last and Cosmico finishing. Cosmico is still getting 3rd round pick in Master, and Unity is still getting 2nd round pick in Elite, even though they finished 9th and 10th, which speaks for the new system. They would have been hating life if they'd finished 7th and 8th in every single format, which they traditionally do. So, Unity, this one was for you boys. You know, we do these things so that you do not need to suffer and cry about it for seasons to come. So now it's entirely based on merit, guile, and strategy, and you better make it count. So, GB, what do you think of these? Are there any early favorites?
No, well, listen, the way it's been set up is we've tried to avoid having a weird situation of someone of the advantage being heavily weighted in the favor of any particular franchise. Because remember, from a player's perspective, whatever tier you find yourself in, of course, you want to win your tier. The franchise would love for you to win your tier. But in terms of the best franchises in an RSC season, it is made up of the performance across all of these tiers. So it is quite possible for a franchise to have the winning team in Master, yet still finish 3rd or 4th in the overall standings of the best franchise. Because you might have another franchise, let's take Omnius, who absolutely dominate in Prospect, Rival, and Elite, or dominate in 2 of those and do fairly well in a 3rd, but bomb out in Master, and yet overall they have that performance. So this really is, I mean, you're balancing all these things. You don't want to just win in one. You want to do really well in as many as possible.
Oh, yeah, and I'm just having a look at these numbers through Death Cloud, picking a very strong early start for Elite and Master. And I feel like that's the logical choice if you win it, because that's the best of both worlds. If you pick first in A, it means that you get 8th and 10th, but 9th and 10th in F, it's so close, but I can see the strategy behind it. So I hope that you guys can appreciate the level of detail and conniving and treachery that's going to take place, because Greybeard, I'm not sure if you mentioned this, but orgs can trade their picks. So now that they've got these picks, and it's not just one pick for prospect, it's 6 or 7 picks, because you pick consecutively until all of the prospect players are picked. So if 60 players sign up for prospect, that means each org is going to get 6 picks apiece until all of them are done. And now what that means is that all of these orgs have valuable picks to trade for the players that they want to get. And this is the head start that they needed. It means that Flosi doesn't see prospect and elite, prospect and rival as a very big thing, possibly because he's got players he's already scouted out, or he's confident he can trade for better picks down the line because he knows who he wants. And I think, you know, in the next week or so before draft day, there's going to be a lot of backroom negotiation. There's going to be a lot of talks, especially against some of the more active crowd. I know Death Cloud are plotting and scheming. I know Unity are plotting and scheming. And I know Cosmico are plotting and scheming. The other guys, you know, you're going to have to spam it in chat, because I think there's noble houses and I think there's insidious houses. And this season, you're going to find out who's who.
A number of people, there are a lot more people here now than they were at the very start of the stream. So I want to play our intro video once more, and then I want to come back and talk about what happens from here and how the season rolls out from here. But in the meantime, this is RSC Season 4. Get hyped.
They do not know the rising towers of Hillbrow. They do not know the sprawling suburbs of the north. They do not know the sweet sounds of isiXhosa, Afrikaans, Sesotho. They do not know our ways. They do not know our people. They do not know us. We are not waiting for permission. We are not asking to be seen. We are our own region. We are SSA, RSC Johannesburg, RSC Nairobi, RSC Saint-Denis. This is not just a league, it is a movement. 4 seasons deep, and we are only just beginning. We train on 200 ping. We grind through blackout. We fight through silence. And we win anyway. This is Sub-Saharan Africa. This is our fight. This is Season 4.
Yo, get hyped! Oh, man, that is so good. And don't worry, you're going to be seeing that video a lot. And
yeah,
I
got nothing.
Space Crisp was asking who edited it, and it's worth shouting out. This there was a lot of it was a collaborative effort. In the middle of that, you see the logo of the RSC logo being spray painted onto a wall. Bromeo found a guy, an unbelievable artist we literally showed up in his garage at home and And how long did that take him to do it? It was like 45 minutes, and that thing was like bang done. It was ridiculous.
I mean, it was fast, but it was like 2 hours.
To do that, oh no! There was another small one that he banged out. That was right. Yeah, it was about 2 hours.
I gotta say, that's amazing. We rocked up to this dude's house, spray painted, RSC all over the place, and then left. And if that's not the spirit of RSC, I don't know what is.
And then, so that was that work. And then Alex DeFatak was the guy who did the final edit. And there were a bunch of clips editing done by Conflict. And there was graphic work done by Genesis Extreme Duploy. So a lot of effort went into that. I think it's been in the planning for about 9 weeks. It took to do everything ready to ultimately end up with that video. What happens from here, Bromeo? So we've had the lottery. Every franchise, every org has picked. They now know their draft order. I loved a little while ago you said, draft day in a week or so. There is no or so about it. Is in exactly a week. Yep. Next Wednesday night, will be draft day. So we are under 7 days already to draft day. But what happens from the end of this stream tonight to the start of the league? How does this all roll out?
Well, basically what's happening is in approximately 15 minutes from now, combines are going to begin and end. They are the second and last combines. If you don't know what combines are, they are open air tryouts in the RSC server. So if you play Rocket League and you've signed up, even if you haven't been accepted yet, come and play, so that all of the franchises, the orgs, so DeathCloud, so Cosmico, so White Rabbit Gaming, so Omnius, can see you play, and when they are going through their hardly fought little horsey race picks, they will pick you because they saw you play. So this is your last opportunity to impress them on a open scale. I'm sure there will be a few more tryouts, private tryouts before then, but easy way to make it count. And that is the first step. Then once all of the orgs have seen who they want to pick, they're going to go to the drawing board and they're going to start planning and trading picks and plotting and scheming, because in exactly a week from now, everybody is going to be sitting in stream picking every single player that's signed up. Every single one. There are no exceptions. If you sign up for RSC, you will get drafted. There are no exceptions. So, GB, between now and then, I'm not sure about too much crazy stuff that's happening, but just know that it's the important stuff. These are the keystone events in our little draft league format. Is in a week, you will get picked. And up until that point, everybody's deciding why and how they should pick you.
You said like, even if you haven't been accepted yet, you should go and play. So how do you go and play the combines? Or so someone's in chat, they're like, well, yeah, I want to go and play combines. What do I do? Where do I go? How does this work?
So the first thing you need to do is, if you're not in our Discord, you should be. And wait until you start seeing everybody jumping into voice lobbies in the server. If you need a little bit of assistance on that, there is a help channel, and there are also notice boards where you can read about it. I posted it a while ago. I know you guys don't read, but I enjoy writing. So if you enjoy supporting me, consider buying me a coffee or actually just reading the notices. That would be great. So that's your first port of call. Find out where they're happening. Go and play. That's all we ask.
Then Aragorn asked the question is, will the games be streamed on Wednesday? Games will be streamed on Thursday nights. From the start of league play, every week, 4 games will be streamed. And as much as possible, we want a game from every tier, so that every tier gets featured. That can be logistically interesting sometimes. We might we might experiment this season with just selecting a game out of every tier and saying, this game is happening on Thursday night at this time. That's pretty much a unilateral thought I had right here, right now. So I'm not sure if that idea will get off the ground, but we'll try.
We'll try about it anyway.
Yeah, we'll try our hardest. So every Thursday night, 4 games out of the 20 that are played every week in the league will be streamed right here on RSC SSA. If you're not following, make sure you are now, and get everybody else that you know who's playing RSC to come and follow as well. And that's important because that gets it's the hype moment. And I guess we got to mention for a moment is that as of today, admin privileges have been extended to everybody, to every private lobby, which has the potential for chaos. But it does mean, especially for the streamed games, is that when there are technical issues, we can have a referee step in. The rule up until now is that, well, if you disconnect halfway through a game, well, tough luck. Your team's going to play 2v3 for the rest of that game. Whereas now we can establish pauses and that sort of thing. But it is worth also saying that any abuse of the match admin privileges will come with severe penalties. Worth saying that out the gate, don't be a troll.
Yeah, and Greybeard is saying it rather nicely. If you pause the game in the middle of an RSC game, and we haven't established the rule as to why, but you will get banned, bro. You will just get banned, and
auto forfeit the series.
Yep, series forfeited. Season forfeited. It would be fun. It would be fun, but it would be quick and swift. But no, the repercussions are going to be severe because it is pretty easy to tell on a replay file if anything's been tampered with, whether it's time, score, or pause. So yeah, there is that. And just a quick one. And I know we haven't mentioned it enough, but Slayer, our sponsor, you can see at the bottom of the screen. For every single box of this that I'm putting into the chat that you guys at home pick up, $50 goes to the prize pool. I mentioned at the beginning that 16 grand has already been raised so far. Let's go and crush it a little bit further tonight. So when you're enjoying your caffeinated beverage, just know that you could be supporting us as well and increasing the amount of money that you take home at the end of the season. Greybeard.
Draft day next Wednesday. That is the 6th of August. And then following that, preseason starts on the 11th, Monday, the 11th of August. Preseason runs for 2 weeks through the 11th to the 17th, and then again from the 18th to the 24th. And then starting on Monday, the 25th of August, league play gets underway in earnest. So the first league stream will be on Thursday, the 28th of August. So that gives you a rough idea of the timeline from here. But it's going to come at you pretty damn fast from here. It feels like we've had a long, protracted lead up to the start of the season. But when it starts, it's like this is where we are on the roller coasters. We've just crested the top and the ride is underway. And buckle in, there's no stopping until the first week of November when playoffs happen. So that's how it rolls out from here. In terms of this stream tonight, combines are starting in about 12 minutes, and we're going to keep the stream live. We want to go and have a look at what's happening in the combine. So we'll go to each of the tiers. We've got a couple of pitchside reporters who can tell us what's what. And our only challenge right now is to figure out how to fill up the next 12 minutes until the combines start, because we had roughly timed that this would all take an hour. The draft lottery is usually the shortest stream of the season, but do stick around. I'm sure a whole bunch of you in chat are going to be playing in the combines, but keep the stream live and running, because we will be dropping into those lobbies and getting a sense of the chaos going on that is combines.
I think it is going to be amazing to see. This is the last opportunity to see everybody playing amongst themselves before you all get allotted and assigned to your respective orgs. So friends will become enemies and enemies will become friends as you become powerhouses in your tier and dominate your opponents. So it'll be nice to see who pairs well with who, so you can start seeing in early who's going to get picked alongside who. And it'll also get you to appreciate the strategies that the orgs employ when they see people getting drafted. And I think also, just so that you guys know, that there is a salary cap on every single team, and your rank is your salary cap. So don't worry if you're lower ranked in a tier. You will still get picked up because every single team needs to have 4 players in it. So if you buy an expensive player, you need to pick up a cheaper player to balance it out. And that's how the game is played at management level as well, because you can't pick an all-star team because then it's over budget and they cannot play. So do not hesitate to go and try out, no matter how cheeks you think you are at Rocket League. I've been in Prospect for going on 4 seasons running now. But just know that I know I'm bad at the game, but I know that it's also a fun game, and even I get drafted. So here we go.
And then I see Voodoo in chat says we should go and raid Little Moose after the combines. I would love to go and raid Little Moose. My problem though is that he's not playing RSC season 4, so we have like a little bit of a principle issue on do we go and raid Little Moose.
That is a principal issue. Man must not get raided. He must not get raided. Moose, you must come and play Rocket League. And I know that you're not watching this because you're streaming your own thing right now. But
he's playing a lot of Rocket League. I mean, he and I are teaming. He and I are teaming up quite fairly regularly. So he's like a teammate of mine. I love the guy, but he's not signing up for RSC. You know, you are free to make your own decisions, but decisions come with consequences. So in other Rocket League related news, so there are a few other things going on. Right now, the 2v2 July Cash Cup is being played, and I was trying to get a sense of where we are, but it's not too far into the bracket yet. There isn't a final bracket there, but that's being played tonight. And then the sign-ups for the Ascension Protocol 1v1 tournament, which is happening this weekend, they closed at 5 o'clock. So seeding will happen tomorrow, and brackets will hopefully be published tomorrow for that. So there is a lot of Rocket League. It's not just RSC, but we'd all be forgiven for assuming that, well, RSC is dominating the SSA Rocket League landscape right now.
Oh, it definitely is. And I'm still so pumped. I see the hype video chilling in my inbox right now, and I want to watch it again, but I'm on stream, so I can't. So I know when we close up the stream, we'll play it one more time just for, for giggles. But I'm just so proud of how far this has come already. So and now we're going to head into combines in just a little bit. And if you plan on sitting around, even if you're not playing Rocket League, you get to see what RSC is sort of like. And we'll be bouncing around from screen to screen and seeing as many players as possible. So if you fancy on watching yourself on TV, just hang around for a few minutes as well, because there is a strong possibility a TV is coming to you.
So where we are now, so there are 2 streams going. Borky is streaming, and Naori Mizuki is streaming from Omnius Gaming, and they're going to be in lobbies for the combines. So as soon as those lobbies are up and running, we will kind of watch party their streams. And see what's up. This is the part of the stream that's probably the least polished. We had like figured out everything. This part was like, hey, we'll play it as it comes. So you can enjoy the chaos with us as we go. So I think what we're going to do then is let's go and take a break while we get that all set up. So we will take a little intermission and come back in about probably 7 to 10 minutes time. So don't stray or go away. We will be back ASAP. Peace. This is Greybeard interrupting the intermission. Muzz, if you are in chat, please check your DMs. Great. All right. So no one heard me. Bromio's on a call. One of our pitch side reporters for combines became unavailable due to a jiu-jitsu accident, which sounds like a comedy, but it actually did happen. And Bromio, you can see talking away there. He's trying to organize things in the background. So I've got Kirika. How's it, Kirika? It's good. So what we're going to do is we are going to you're in a lobby, so we're going to share your screen. Give me 1 second while I do this. Yeah, that's going to be it. Okay, you are streaming. So we are going to go to where? I'm just going to do that. There we go. So that is Kirika's stream. So tell us what's happening here, Kirika.
We are currently spectating Elite Lobby 2 in combines. And yeah, we're just here to have a good time and watch the players play.
So you're not playing, right? You're spectating.
Yeah, I'm just spectating.
So who have we got in this lobby? Who's trying out for Elite?
Okay, well, we have Eclipse, Sethi, Evident Cable, which is a Kuro player, Tren, Fluid Wavy, and then Clucker.
Okay. Clucker, I know. Clucker infuriates me when I'm playing against him. He's very good. Same with Wavy. Is he a reunion player? Do you know anything about him?
Wavy, no, I'm not sure.
Okay. I'm pretty sure, at least from his ping, I thought he was.
He's on 28 ping.
Okay, so he's definitely local. So I'm being told to
all
remove
these
the
players
users
are
from the
local.
bottom. There we go. Is that Stolzy? Is that better? Is that better for you? And then are you? So you said there's 2 lobbies going for Elite.
Yes.
Oh, okay. And who's running the other one?
I'll have to check now. It seems like Brav is in Elite 1. Watching.
Okay, cool. Well, I see Borky is not live, so we can't see what's cutting in his because he's in a lobby somewhere, but I don't know what he's doing. So what happens now? So it's now just finished. So do these same guys play again, or do some leave and new ones come in? Oh my God, you're Tani Kirika. That's hilarious. So what happens?
well-
Are the same guys just going to play again?
Yeah, because I don't have Dragon Perms unless they want to auto and then quickly join Team 1 and Team 2 VC themselves. Yeah, it's going to be the same teams over and over again.
Now, Eclipse King, that's
I'll see.
Clerks, isn't it? Eclipse L2 King, I'm pretty sure that's Clerks. Yeah.
Yes, that's Clerks.
Who was a star player, as we know, from last season.
So
Alright, well,
I'll
let's-
ask them if they want to auto, but I'll just let them do what they want.
Let them do the thing. Okay, so Borky's just waiting for a lobby. Okay, so he's got to get into a lobby, and then we can go to his stream and see what's what. Hey, there we go, Clerks. Clerks is in chat and in lobby. Hold on a second. So this is Elite. Clerks was. Didn't he play? Was
Rival, I
he? Was he
think?
rival? Clerks. Which tier were you in last season? I keep forgetting. Prospect. Oh my word. So he was prospect. Now he's up there in Elite. That's amazing.
Yeah, I mean, it's been a year since the last RSC.
Yeah.
So,
And listen, I mean, there was an argument to be made that he was probably too good for prospect back then. Evident Cable, that's a new name. He wasn't in the last game, or was he?
Yeah, this is his first RSC.
Yeah.
He's he goes to Kuro and he plays for his school. So
Oh, that's amazing. Which Kira, do you know?
Kuro Durbanville.
Okay, I was just saying, judging from his ping, he must be in Cape Town with that 8 ping.
What are we looking at? What are we looking at?
We're looking. This is Elite One lobby. This is one of 2 elite lobbies, and so we're having a look at Clerk's there, who goes by the name Eclipse L2 King.
Yeah. I was like, this must be Prospect, and then I realized there's no ways that this man is still in Prospect. The way he put in record goals, and I say record goals like it's hyperbolic, like I'm exaggerating. No, I think he scored the most goals anybody ever has in a season of RSC. So he's completely skipped rival and gone straight to elite. So this is cinema right now. So this is sink or swim territory.
This ain't Prospect anymore. I did ask Borky. Borky's like, I'm ready to go. He's waiting on Bruv to tell him which lobby to join.
Yeah, they were busy puttering about, figuring out lobbies, looking at all the pretty cars and decals and things like that. And we will find out very quickly when there is a game available. But I don't know. I'm enjoying this one right now. I just saw a save by Clucker just now, which was insane.
Yeah, I mean, these are all players that that were at least once in and around my lobbies. So or Bromeo or Kirika, explain to me who's watching these guys and like scouting.
Well,
Anyone?
The management, the franchise management will be watching and spectating, taking notes, looking out for what players they want to draft.
Okay. And how are they doing that? Are they sitting in lobby or are they watching like this, stream shares?
It depends. If there's space in the lobby, they will join the private match and spectate directly. Otherwise, if there's no space, someone will have to screen share for them.
Okay.
Well, it looks like Borky's coming up online very, very soon. So, GB, if you can see his stream, he's going to be putting
Well,
elite
he
game as well.
He is live. Let's go and he's live, but let's drag him in here and ask him what's what, if we can. If he's in a draggable place.
Oh man, man's deafened. I will have to undeafen. Hold on. Let's bring him in.
I need to move that there. There we go.
Okay, so now we got Borky, but have we found the game? Are we in the game?
Yes, so we'll be taking us over to an elite game in just a moment. They just played one round so far here of the combines. We had Tubbsy, Papito, and Mo. They won up 4-1 against Lucid, Silent Oak, and I'm going to be honest, I can't really tell who the third is on their team just because, Epic Games decided to blur out their name.
Oh, that's fair enough. I love it when that happens. So I see we're about to get that game. And I love that because it means Papito, who also happens to be a franchise manager for Cosmico, is also participating because he's a playing manager. So not only are you getting scouted as a player, you're getting scouted as a teammate, which I think is pretty damn cool. So Borky, yeah, just let us know when we go in. And right now we're going to see the end of this game with Clerks in it, and he's on the winning side.
Of course he is. Why wouldn't he be? So, I see the lobby's about to get going with Borky. So as soon as this game ends, we'll switch over to the other elite lobby and see what's cooking there.
Oh, and I've just been told Muzz as well. You know Muzz, the RLCS caster extraordinaire. He is also going to be on pitch side for us today. So when Muzz is ready as well, we'll be going off to him. Hopefully the turf is crisp and clean and preferably not elite.
Well, it wouldn't. I think there's only 2. So we've got Borky in one, Kirik in the other. Oh, my word, that was such a good bump play. Don't skip the replay. We've got to see that. So yeah, look at Wavy on evident cable here. Bang! Out of the air. Gosh, I love that so much. Well, this game's going to definitely have overtime.
Oh man, and for a first game to watch, this ain't a bad one. I mean, 10 seconds left on the clock. These boykies just came here to play Rocket League, but now, heading 10 seconds into a final and you're being streamed, somebody has to have told them by now. And so at least everybody in chat will judge you if you miss an open net now. So suddenly things count for stuff, GB.
No, this is good stuff, and suddenly the pressure seems to. I don't know if the players know that they're being streamed, but suddenly there's that little extra element of pressure.
Indeed, Clucker going under, not quite getting the read there. And is this going to be one of those like 12-minute overtime
Yeah,
things?
exactly.
Are we fairly certain? Oh, almost there. Trent taking the shot, not quite getting there, but Seth taking an odd little 50 there, and it's almost going back into the back of the net. And Evident Cable, that name rings so familiar. And I gotta say, I'm not quite aware.
According to Kirika, his first RSC, but that's not a name I know at all. I mean, a lot of these guys, I've run into them in lobbies, and so there we go. Clucko is going to finish it off. So let's go off to Borky's stream and see what's what there. And I think to do that, I need to do this.
Press the buttons, Jimmy.
I need to press buttons. There we go. Buttons are pressed. So I think we've got Borky up now. We do. Why is he all squished? Oh, I know why he's squished. We've got to drag him to here and do that.
Full screen going, bro.
Yeah, I know. I think that should be good now. Do we have Borky in the chat in the call?
Yeah,
yes, we do. So as you can see so far, pretty much. Well, as I was about to speak, I was going to say some scoreless action here. They know they were about to be on stream, but the first goal is going to find its way through there. A beautiful shot from Tubbsy.
Yeah, there is. So this is also elite. Where was Tubbsy last season? Do you remember, Bromeo?
I feel like Tubbsy was rival.
I have that feeling too. I think he's also stepping up.
Man, a guy just keeps getting better, just like a good wine. And honestly, shot coming in here, complete shambles on the line. And the blue team scored by the guy whose name we cannot mention. And is that Man Like Krish? Or is, oh no.
It's Man Like Krish.
Man Like Krish.
Who last season I kept calling Man Like Irish or something like that. I got his name. Yeah, I got it completely bombed. Flamey, the other. So there's three of us in this call. Besides me, there's Bromeo, and then there's Borky. And by the way, we're watching this on Borky's stream, who's going to be doing casting for us in RSC this season. I'm putting his Twitch link in chat. Make sure you go and follow him. Big contributor in the Rocket League scene, so deserves a little support. Go and follow him.
Go like, subscribe, and smash that bell button.
Get notified.
I do it right. I feel like I did.
So, Borky, we came to you. There was nothing going on for like nearly 3 minutes, and then bang, bang, 2 goals.
Yeah, actually just a third going in there.
And then
I guess everyone was reserving it for when the mainstream was there. Want to save that talent for the org managers to be able to scout them out.
I mean, that makes so much sense. Just, guys, we're not going to score any goals until the people are watching.
Until there's important people watching.
Yeah. And now they are sitting here and going, okay, now's the time to unleash. But Orange Team only has 1 minute and 20 seconds to make it count. It's plenty of time in Rocket League years. It's sort of like dog years, but like cut that in half. And, I really wish we knew who this player was because, oh my gosh, he was going for the bump play. If he got that, it would have been incredible.
It would have been an insta pick.
No. It would have been an instant MMR review and having a look at does he belong in Elite? Are we sending him to Master? Because if you pull that sort of stuff off, man, oh man, are you getting scrutinized?
Kellermatten says that our starry player is Jalen.
Okay. So why didn't he just say that?
And Kellermatten is Jalen. Is this his first RSC or did he play last season?
No, it's definitely not his first one. He's played before.
Oh, Jalen.
Well, yes, we assume.
And then who is Mo?
Mo's Mo. Why are you asking?
Huh? Is that Pepito?
No, it's Mojito.
No, Mojito.
Oh, Mojito. Okay, Mojito. Now, I'm not. I don't know who Mojito is. Mojito.
Yeah, it's a Cuban drink mixed with lime and mint and a little bit of sugar. And the main ingredient is rum. So pretty difficult to make because you got to get the muddling quite correct. But speaking of, what a shot there. And I know I was talking absolute garbage, but Silent Oscar getting the rebound, the read, and pulling a tie with 7 seconds to go and not too little too late.
Well, we're gonna have another overtime here as we did in the other lobby. And I see iFlyaware has arrived into chat. He's arrived now and said, "Oh, I just came. So what did I miss?" You've missed a lot, iFlyaware. But where we are now is we're just streaming some of the combines lobbies, the tryouts, seeing who's where and who's doing what. Long distance shot here. Oh, it's panic and it's in. Tubbsy gets the winner. Are you not playing the combines, Flyaway?
Well, I feel like everybody should be playing the combines, and right now Tubbsy gets that goal. He finishes it up and puts out a winning display. And I know we've still got Kirika in the chat here. Kirika, do you have a match for us? Are you in?
I was in a match and everyone left. So.
Oh, good.
Oh, that's awkward. Yeah,
that's what we want to hear.
that's what we love to see.
And then I see Skeptic has arrived in chat. First time chatter in the RSC channel. Are you the same Skeptic that signed up last minute for the 1v1 tournament this weekend? Oh my
Grabe is
God.
having full-on chats with chat. And honestly, your typing speed needs to be on point because we can't all just sit and wait for you to write. So, get that speech text going, get those emoji chats going. Man needs to talk. I see we're already rushing into another game. They're probably just switching up the team a little because that's what happens in games like this, in tryouts, in combines, is that the same six will generally stick around, but then they just switch up teams. I see Ford Hilux now playing out of Oceania, which is a pity.
This is very rough.
Yeah, he would have been. Oh my gosh!
Yes,
look at
exactly.
That ping. Look at that ping. Man is playing out of Oceania purely because he was determined to be the first prospect in season 1, rival in season 2, elite in season 3. So now it's his opportunity to get all of them, but not if Ryan Senpai has anything to say about it.
So Ryan Senpai, for those who don't know, is out of Kenya.
Hey.
Been around a while and thrilled to see him here playing in RSC. That's very good. Ender, PRG legend. Melkman also been around a while. And we have a Tristan. I remember I was in lobby with him the other day. He was a little lippy in that lobby, if I recall.
I couldn't tell you. I wasn't in that lobby at all, but it sounds like a very lippy thing to say.
All right, well, I'm just going to quickly, just checking in on Borky's stream. They're about to start. Okay, they haven't started a match. Oh, I see. I can't leave that. Okay, well, this just ended. I probably left that match. Do we have news on Muzz? Does he have a game going?
I'm busy looking for Muzz right now and pinging him.
Okay, cool.
I'm hoping he does. I can't see that he is live currently, so he might just be setting up. So it means that as soon as Borky is going, it means that we shall be.
Oh, we got Alex DeFatek, speaking of Borky. So let's go and check in on his stream.
Alex DeFatek.
Alex DeFatek. So this must be rival, surely. And Dutch. There we go. Two past legends of the bro community and of RSC getting their feet wet once again.
Oh, man. And Flashy Boy as well. Pretty much completing the trifecta. Dogman, Jake's the Snake, and Divine. And this is rivals as we get a pinch off there. And Dutch, I think I want to see who this pinched off. It was Alex passing off to Flashy Boy, getting to Dutch. Oh my goodness, that was a team play. And this isn't even RLCS, boys.
And also the Dogman, he was in Prospect last season. He's now trying out in Rival, so that's pretty good to see. So he's also climbing the ranks.
Oh, man. Dogman is actually playing some really, really good Rocket League, and he's currently in the high school esports league as well, HSCL, playing. I think it's Riverside that he plays for. So you get to see more of the RSC players on that side as well, which has actually been so awesome. Is that RSC allows me to recognize players before I see them in like full-on competitions, which is so much fun.
All right, Borky, we're gonna leave you to take us through what's going. We'll jump in on the cast from time to time, but I feel like we're hijacking your stream, so you take it away for a bit.
Sounds good. Not a problem at all here. Getting a chance to rest the vocal cords. But Rivals, here we are, already 1-up, about 2 minutes and a half played. We're going to see a nice little pressure being built here. Dogman's going to try to pop this one up. Jake the Snake keeping that pressure in, trying to get relieved there. A nice demo on the back line as well. Dutch being taken out is going to allow this play to develop, but Flashy quick to read it before it could develop into anything further. But still, I mean, this orange side is composing a pretty good attack so far. Finally, the pressure will be relieved just a little bit. Dutch just going to loft that one towards net. Nobody there from the blue side, though, to put really any threat behind it. But they do have this lead, so kind of just falling into this defensive posture, and they have been holding so far.
Now, Jake's the Snake. I don't know if you recall where he was last season, Bromeo.
AZG. That's where he was.
But was he rival or was he?
I think he was either prospect or rival. I don't think he was any higher than that. Okay. So given that the fact that this is a rival game that we're watching now, there's a strong chance that he was like very high prospect or just entering rival. He was around there.
Well, they've just scored and leveled things up. What I've enjoyed so far of all the games we've seen is they have been close. We haven't jumped into any lobbies where there's like an 8-1 scoreline.
I mean, that is the bonus of playing against guys that are in your tier. And it should be pretty closely contested, as you will see a lot closer scorelines. And that's also something that you'll notice in a lot of the scores from the league, is that there's very rarely a full-on blowout. And I do love to see that. And that's why RSC was brought here in the first place, is because, you know, if you wanted to be competitive, you had to get trampled by an RLCS team before you even got moved to the lowers where you played against people your own speed. Oh, what a shot there by Jakes the Snake, man, proving that he deserves selection. And honestly, I'm rooting for Alex DeFatak and Dutch. I'm just putting it out there. It's not because they both are bro members, but it's just because blue's my favorite color.
Biased casting. So, yeah, Borky, Jake's the Snake, getting a second there. Star of the show so far, but I don't know how closely you've been watching it and if there's any standout players that you've seen.
Yeah, well, I mean, I don't want to join in on the biasy there, but Dutch has been having a pretty good game so far. A nice save there from Alex as well. I mean, the defense from Blue is very noticeable. They just keep getting stuck on their own side of the pitch and can't really find a way out. And I mean, I would say the star of the show right now is all Jake the Snake.
Oh, but Divine getting in on the action. Now, he's a guy who was very excited about the season 4. He's been messaging me like, when's the stream? When's this happening? When's that happening?
Well, honestly, like, I love that there are members like that. My DMs are an absolute shambles right now, and I never thought that would happen, but it's purely people asking RSC-related questions. And if you're in chat and you're interested in finding out more about this league and why Alex DeFatak is such a local legend, just go to the help channel and send the bat signal there, and either Alex DeFatak or a moderator will show up. And honestly, it's something you should do. Join up for RSC and go to the help channel.
I paid attention quickly to your stream, Borky, and saw Alex DeFatak, Bromia's hero, scoring there. I don't know if you saw that and what happened there.
I mean, I'm not gonna lie, I did miss it, but they did find us another goal right there. You know, another hero goal for Borromeo to represent. I mean, that one's just off the missed touch there on the back wall. But Alex Defactec brought this back. I mean, Orange was up 2 there, and the past 2 goals. Now we're looking at a tied game and potentially another overtime. Wouldn't we love that?
Well, take us through to the end of it, Borky, and then we'll see what's happening on Kirika's stream.
Of course. And I mean, right now, getting some good offensive looks here from this blue side. Alec Defactec trying to get a touch there, not enough boost. Divine trying to take us to the other side of the pitch here, but it's kept in lovely there by Flashy Boy. Jake the Snake, though, trying to take this one up high. Divine's there for the follow-up, but it's not going to have any real substance behind it. The Dogman forcing us back into the corner. Dutch trying to break blue out. The pressure here in the final 5 seconds is starting to mount, but with this touch here, it's looking like overtime is certain. But wait a minute, Flashy popped that one up, and a nice save there on the back wall will, of course, secure us another lovely overtime here in the Combines. Can't get enough of them.
You know that every game we have watched has gone to overtime. And looking at Kirika's stream, the game she's in right now is in the first minute of overtime. Oh, it's just ended now. But that just speaks to what we were saying earlier. These are very closely contested. It's fabulous.
Yeah, and it's both the same score. 3-3.
Oh, there you go. Well, let's see. When was that in your game, Kirika? I think the goal was in like 48 seconds, 52 seconds. Let's see. Come on, Borky, call it for us. When's the winner going to get scored?
Well, I mean, to be fair, I'm a little bit ahead of you guys, so it might be unfair, but nothing has happened just yet. So
that's great. You should have just gone with it.
You should have just been the prophet of the future, man.
Yeah.
Well, I was trying to stall until the goal came out, but I can tell you a minute 10 and nothing has happened just yet.
Fair enough.
But just know that if you wanted some lore, Alex Defactec is one of the bigger masterminds behind editing the intro vid that you guys watched at the beginning of the stream. So honestly, the content was all us, but the composer was all him. So big kudos to him. He is a Mauritian, so feel sorry for him enough already. All that island life must be terrible for the skin. And you know, it helps him in the Rocket League, and I'm glad to see him back because he was soul-searching for a while. So to see this game going as long as it has, almost hitting the 2-minute mark here of overtime, there's so many players playing in their second or even third RSC season. But do you know what's really, really good to know, GB? And I just found this out. Thank you for our brilliant admin man, S. Falcon. We are currently sitting at, let me tell you, 294 signups. So chat, if you're there, take us to 300. It's just 7 more people. I guarantee you at least half of you guys in chat aren't signed up. So get us to 300. Make us happy. You know, fuel that ADHD to make it an even number because, you know, that's what we're all about is symbolism.
That is unbelievable. Wow. Kalamatin, I know you're in chat. You haven't signed up yet. Go and get it done.
The man out.
Get us close to 300. That is so amazing.
Borky, are we coming through on your stream as well, or are you just sitting giggling at our jokes every now and then?
Well, I wasn't sure if you're using my audio or not, so I'm just giggling to myself.
Oh no! Oh no!
We 100% are using your audio from Discord, so feel free to do the same so that it's not completely awkward.
All right, well, Alex Defactec is the MVP of that game, and it went like 4 minutes of overtime, and finally Alex's team has won. And now I reckon let's pop in quickly on into Kirika's game and see what's what. Kirika, I was watching out of the corner of my eye, and it looked like this is Prospect.
Yes, this is Prospect.
And just in case you're feeling like it, Ginger Muzz himself is also casting the last 30 seconds of his game as well. So
Do you know?
very, very soon.
Oh, okay, cool. Well, this is the closest to a blowout we've seen. 4-1 by Orange. Who have we got in? Who's in the lobby, Kirika?
Well, we have Frenchie, we have Shin. I don't know how to say that guy's name.
7Z.
We have Luke's Janik, which is from RSC EU. He's a GM there for Systema Solaris, if I'm not mistaken. And then Raikou.
Do you know any of these names, Bromeo? Those like most other than Shin, I don't know anybody.
Okay, so Lux is from Bro Community as well. This is his debut season for RSC, so big kudos to him. Claps in the chat, please. Just put it out there. Man is debuting, and he won his game. And now you're on stream, Lux, so congratulations. But the rest, I think they're new names. I've never seen half of them.
That makes me very happy. I love seeing that. People I don't know that we don't know is always good. Is Ginger Muzz live?
Yeah, he is, and he's in the lobby that we're looking at right now. So Kirika joined in on Muzz's lobby. Which,
okay, fine. Fine. Well, then we will.
Yeah, we get that done.
Is it better if I join a different one then?
I mean, it would be nice. I mean, we can always just, piggyback to Muzz's stream and pull him in and find out what he thinks as well.
What is his stream? It's Ginger Muzz, but how does he spell Ginger?
It's Jinger.
There we go.
So I'm also going to post it in the Twitch over here.
Yes, please.
Follow this legend.
Okay, I've done that wrong. It must be Ginger Muzz what?
I put it in the chat, in the RSC SSA Twitch, so you can read it there as
well.
Oh,
_Muzz. That's my problem.
That's the one.
Okay.
Flamey asking in chat, is there a YouTube tutorial on how to sign up? So, let me give you the rundown on the terribly complicated process that it is to sign up. You go to our Discord, right? And then there is a channel that says, sign up here. It's right at the top. You can't miss it. It's just under Welcome FAQ. And then you press in that button, and it goes and takes you to the sign up. And then what you do when you get there is you sign up. And that's pretty much all you need to know. You just include all your accounts, all of the fun things, include your credit card details and your shipping address so that we know when we are stealing that information that who we need to thank live on stream for it. But other than that, you just include the accounts you play on, your Discord, all of that fun stuff, and then you're signed up for the league. You just wait for a lovely grumpy admin to look and decide if you're a Smurf or not. And Ara, so a little bit of lore about Ara.
Hold on a second. Season. Sorry, what is it's rsccommunity.what the link, because it's not .com, or is it?
How about me just go and get you the link for a second?
Yes, please, because I've just put it in chat and that's wrong. Don't go to that link.
Don't follow that link. That is a very wrong link. However, the link that I am about to post over here is a very correct link. That is such a correct link. It is the greatest link. And it's the only link you need to worry about. And I just want to go back to Ara. Last season, he was the oldest competitor in RSC. And I'm glad to see that he is back, because I think he's even older than you, Greybeard.
Yes, he is, from what I remember. So it made me feel like a whippersnapper.
And the only reason I mentioned that isn't to make myself feel younger, because that's what I love doing, but mainly because RSC is for everybody, and so are those goals from Yannick from G. Bouncing it off the crossbar there and just making sure he finished it off. Man's out of EU, and he's scoring on us, so please go score more goals on him.
And then over on Kirika's joined, it looks like a master lobby. So we'll jump in on that, and that lobby's got Technic Eagle, Ravi, Lackstar, Lorax, Willant. So some big ass names over in that lobby. We'll go and check that out in a moment.
Well, I mean, that does seem like a fun one to join. We haven't seen any master action this evening, so that would be nice to end on because we've been watching combines for like a good 35 minutes now. So
40 minutes, yeah.
yeah, and we've been staying on the lower end of things. I didn't mean to call Tubbsy and Co. not
On
good
the
at
lower
game,
end.
but there is still a tier that you haven't unlocked yet, and that is Master. So I'm pretty excited to see that one.
Right. Well, as soon as they join up there, we will go and check it out.
I believe they are swapping out players now, though.
Oh, so we've missed all those ones. Hopefully there will be equally good games. And then what's happening over on Borky's stream? I don't know who he's got going right now.
Over here, we have some more elite play since I know everyone in the draft loved to go for some of those lower tiers for their first pick. So figured we'd show off some of that talent.
Absolutely.
We do have a bit more of a one-sided game than what we've seen. Currently 6-3 here, but we do have the likes of Ender, Ford Helix on over
Ford
on the blue
Hilux.
side.
That's the name of a pickup truck in South Africa.
That is true.
The more you know.
Ford Hilux playing out of Australia, would you believe, on 268 ping?
So here's an interesting one. Ender is the captain of PRG, one of the local dominant high school sides. They're not at the top at the moment, but with Captain Courageous himself on it, he will take any team to the top. He's been in RSC since the inception. And I seem to remember him and Ford Hilux playing in one of the early teams. So it's good to see. Ooh. I'm sorry, I was talking trash while goals like this were scored.
We were hoping you would fill that silence, Borky.
Now it's not awkward at all.
Yeah.
No, not at all. Sorry about that. See, I'm just being a good sideline reporter and talking when I'm called upon.
I mean, that is fair. That was the job description when we put it out. And now man is literally chilling in our lobby co-casting with us. Has Muzz got a game? I feel like we need to toss you out and bring Muzz in. So
well, let's bring Muzz in.
Muzz, if you're listening to chat, know we're about to abduct you.
About to drag you in.
Well, hold on. There's so many players in this. I need to find where we actually are. So, Borky, goodbye. Thank you. We'll join you on the sideline very shortly. And give us a second as we say hello to Muzz.
Oh, wow. Bromeo, look at you with the big introduction. How you doing?
Muzzler.
No, fine, thank you.
Yeah,
I'll also happen to be alongside fellow extraordinaires Kirika, and you might know Greybeard as well. He also likes to play Rocket League sometimes.
Yeah. Kind of met Ryan once. It's okay.
So a little bit of Muzz and Bromeo lore is that they're the two tallest people in all of Rocket League in sub-Saharan Africa. So
maybe.
So how tall are you, Muzz?
I like 6'4" probably.
And how tall are you, Bromeo?
I'm 6'5" and Muzz is taller than me. So man lies for a living.
Yes.
He is lanky.
That is wild. All right, Muzz, enough fluffing about you guys. What's going on? What lobby are you in and what's happening?
Okay, so we jumped into Prospect 3, right? Bruv threw us in here, and we've got a couple of friends and family members here that I've never met. Janik, Shinza, Luke's. I'm not sure if they've played before. They're maybe just trying it out for the first time. They obviously dumped into Prospect, which is great because, I don't know, Greybeard, do we have new 950 upwards this year? Is it changing those numbers? Or
Bromeo, you're probably better equipped to answer that.
CMV or...
So I will tell you the moment I have the sheet in front of me.
Okay.
But it is all likely all... so for anybody who's watching this from home and has no idea what prospect means, prospect is from when you start the game all the way until about champ 1, champ 2. And that is all encompassing of prospect. So we say 950, that is essentially where it starts. So even if you're like gold 3, you'll start at 950 because managers need to pay you a salary, and for the salary cap, that's not actual money, it's just how much you're worth. And yeah, so it'll be about 950, 1,000 where we start, all the way up to about 1,250 somewhat, give or take. It's not locked in yet, so I cannot confirm. Do not hold me to those numbers. Do not chase me with a knife. I will run away, but I am slow, so please don't.
Okay, no, that's good. That's good. Yeah, I don't know. It's been pretty decent. You guys have obviously come around the park. You've done everything. Masters, rival, elite.
Oh, we haven't done Master yet.
Well, I've jumped into Master now because a game just started. Yeah, Angstar, which is lax. I love these guys who are like 23 years old calling themselves Unks because they're getting old. It's just hilarious to me.
That is wild. But yes, for the first time ever, Muzz, we are watching some Masters at play. On the one side, it looks like it's MX, Lackstar, and who's the last one? Willant versus Ravi.
And
Bub, I have
Friction.
no idea who it is. Is Bub Friction?
No, I think there's an O. There's an O0 still in the lobbies. Friction might be there.
Oh, and then obviously to finish that up is Galaxy. So Galaxy
Okay, he
plays for
plays in.
WRG. He is a manager for the RSC side, which means you cannot draft Galaxy, but he's busy looking for teammates right now as he's making saves as well.
Who's Bub?
Yeah, we don't know who Bub is. Chat.
Kerika?
Tubbsy says it's Jeff, but I don't believe anything that Tubbsy says.
Fair. Is Kerika still with us?
Yeah, I can.
I was like saying she must be because I'm watching her stream.
Yes, it is Jeff.
Okay, it is Jeff.
Okay, all right, so that makes sense. So we got Jeff, Galaxy, and Ravi. What a team.
Jeez, this is
Lorax,
banger.
Is Lorax play often? Because the name didn't ring a bell initially to me.
Lorax
I've seen it before.
Lorax has been around a long time, but I think fell
my
out of the
gosh.
scene for a while.
So we're not going to acknowledge the fact that there was just an own goal of like biblical heights.
Oh my god, that would presuppose I'm paying attention.
But S Falcon, our trusty admin, is also telling us that Jeff is the Cosmico AGM. So
Wow.
not only are you getting scouted, but you're getting played against in these lobbies. It is GM versus GM, assistant general manager against assistant general manager. So you're not just
Willant with a banger. Well, it wasn't much of a banger, but it was a good goal. But Bub Jeff almost getting back, but not quite.
Oh, Shotskis. So Bub Jeff, is that going to be his name for the rest of the season? Have we
Bub Jeff,
decided?
yes,
Is this
I'm
Bub
down
Jeff?
with that.
Okay,
He
Bub Jeff
wanted
it
to call
is.
himself Bub.
Yeah, he must bub the consequences. No.
He
Sorry,
must
that's a bad joke.
pay their price. Okay, so what games have we got going? I feel like we need to watch one more, but I don't know if we're going to do Master. Muzz, you're in. Which tier are you in?
They threw me into Master 1 right now. It's got Technic, Eagle, and Lorax.
Ooh, take us.
Oh, okay, we'll take
Bring
that
it.
one. Okay, good.
I think Bruv is fixing a couple of lobbies quickly, and I think Bruv said is changing around Prospect, he might be. So, yeah. But they got a 1-0 game here going to, I think, Rafinha and Friction. I think Friction's calling himself Zero at the moment.
Yeah, because
What
why
Zan
not?
is that? That's not Zany, I don't think so. Is there Zan?
Oh no, Zan. No, Zan is a. Zan is his
is a
own.
Zan.
He's his own whole ass person.
Oh, okay, nice.
He is a whole ass.
A whole ass person.
So Technic, he's a legend. Lorax, I'm pretty sure it's the same guy I was thinking of. He was like again, he was like at the top of the game, but I think took a very long break. So good to see him back. And then who's Pandak?
Feel like that's Pandacity something. Oh no, that's literally Pandak.
Yeah,
Or Panda K.
Panda K. I don't know who that is. That's
I mean,
not a
I've
name
never
I
met
know.
a Pandak, but I've met a panda something. Everybody's got a panda in their lobbies. It's just
Pandek is French, they say.
Oh, bang! Lorax, number one thrower. This was. Do you know what amazes me is that, you used to see musty flicks in like competitive play at like pro level. Now you're getting it. I mean, granted, this is master tier, But it's just so casual with musties and so on.
Well, I mean, it is casual. It's a private game, but honestly, you get to see your first musty of the RSC, and there it is. Let's mark it by Lorax even, but it was Pandak doing all of the damage, and I want to see if he's going to be competing for the demo. The demo. What's the title? The demo woer. Is that the one?
You heard all the demos
I
last
don't
season,
know.
didn't you, Bromio?
I've always
Romeo
been
had some of
second
them.
highest. I've always been second highest demo because Olympic by far
Yeah.
is the most prolific demo scorer
Yeah, true.
ever. So if you're interested in demoing a lot of people, know that you've got a lot of work to do before you can dethrone the king, and I say that lightly.
And I'm sure that picks Sonny up.
Oh, look at this. We're going to get another overtime here. I love it. Flamey, I got a question. Panda K, you say he's French. Does that mean reunion French or French? Let us know.
It is reunion.
Yeah, hopefully
Reunion. Okay, cool. Wow, gosh, I love the reunion. We have to make a plan, Bromeo, to get to Reunion Island at some point. I don't know how or why.
Romeo
we
and
haven't
Graybeard
got to
reporting
do it.
live from
Oh,
the Reunion Isles.
that would we got to find someone with the cash, and we got to make it happen. That just sounds like what a vibe.
Yeah, that would be a hell of a vibe. It's like it's SSA, but it's SS yay. I don't know what's wrong with me. I think I'm coming down with a fever.
It wouldn't surprise me at all if you guys end up there. Like not at all.
Party in the Reunion Isles. Chat, if you want to come with us, let us know. Please pay for us. We don't have money.
I'm just imagining you two in a little paddle boat making your way to Reunion Island.
Lol.
Well, we will do better in Reunion Island than Young Money Clan did. I'll tell you that.
Oh, deep, we're throwing the shade already. YMC, if you're listening, please listen more. We need the viewership numbers.
Oh, is that over? Bang! Zero friction. Frictionless.
Frictionless. No, but wait, let's have a look at this. Technic trying to play it off the ceiling like he's Zen, and then straight shot to the back. Panda not having the boost to stop that, but an absolute zinger. So you're saying zero is friction?
Yeah, that's what they've told me.
Yeah.
Is that okay? All right. So there's 2 Unity players here. They're teaming.
I love it.
There's 3 Unity players here. They're teaming.
Yo.
Yeah, I can see something happen. They got out of a scrim and they're like, you know what we should do? We should go and play combines. Chat, go play combines.
All right, so you've heard it here. We are on 294. We are absolutely going to make 300 signups. There are 4 days left to the end of signups. So make sure you sign up if you aren't. But I think we're going to wrap it up there, Bromeo. I mean, I think we've had a banger of a night. It's been a very well-attended stream. It's been a banger of a stream. The lottery is behind us. Next stop is draft day, next Wednesday night. And then we get into preseason. And then first blood in the league from the 25th of August.
Oh, man, I'm so excited, Graybeard. I'll only let you end the stream if you promise to play the intro video one last time.
Oh, no, that goes without saying. That is the only way we could end the stream is with the intro video. So, ladies and gentlemen, thanks for hanging tonight. It has been an absolute banger. Good luck for draft day next Wednesday. That's the next time we will see you right here on RSC_SSA. Kirika, Borky, Muzz, thanks for jumping in. I know it's been very scuffed. Kirika, you were pressed into duty last minute. You did fantastically. Borky, we made you work and it was very scuffed, but thank you for being there. And of course, Muzz, for jumping in late as well. It's been great having you. But we will end now with the banger hype video. See you next Wednesday night for draft day. And we are clear.
They do not know the rising towers of Hillbrow. They do not know the sprawling suburbs of the north. They do not know the sweet sounds of isiXhosa, Afrikaans, Sesotho.
Yeah, no, I'm definitely the Shui
do
party
not know
pooper.
our
It's just
They do
beyond
not
my
know
scope
our
of what
people.
the fuck.
They do not know us.
And listen, I've had my.
We are not waiting for permission.
No, we're not.
We are not asking to be seen.
There's no ways.
We are our own region. We are SSA. RSC Johannesburg. RSC Nairobi. RSC Saint-Denis. This is not just a league, it is a movement. 4 seasons deep, and we are only just beginning. We train on 200 ping. We grind through blackout. We fight through silence. And we win anyway. This is Sub-Saharan Africa. This is our fight. This is Season 4.